Hello and welcome back to Sigh of the Abyss. So, after last episode, I couldn't help but wonder if it's really a good thing that we are romancing Mirane as well as kind of going against what the Abyss wants. Not necessarily because of, we've known that Mirane kind of wants us to use our powers, and that in itself is not the issue, but with the acquaintances we met last time, like the faction she seems to be with, they want us to do what the Abyss wants. I think that's what it sounded like to me. So I'm kind of wondering if there's gonna be a conflict of interests. You know what I mean? Maybe not. Maybe Miranda will support us in however we choose to use our powers, but I don't know. There seems to be I think there's a possibility that maybe our overall goals won't align. And also, somehow I really ended up liking Elphion, which I didn't expect. I assumed he was gonna be like this very flirty character, just because, you know, he's a minstrel and all, and I think it was kind of hinted at that he's probably promiscuous, and for lack of a better word, and that's not an issue, just the kind of characters that flirt with you every other sentence. That's what I don't like, but he isn't that. I really enjoyed the scenes we had with him, so I'm wondering if maybe I should switch. What do you think, or would you have romanced someone else entirely? Well, let's get back into the story for now. It's a new day. As you are getting ready to leave for the Temple of Dawn, someone knocks on your door. One moment. Poised and graceful as usual, Mirane curtsies to you once she enters your sight. Good morning. Come in. How are your studies with Nessa proceeding? She takes a seat. They are unlike anything I have ever studied. Magic as I know it is exact and precise. It can be ascribed to a formula. More than talent, a capable mage possesses a sharp mind and an exceptional memory. An elegant movement of a hand summons a soft breeze in the room. The aether will always morph into a breeze, regardless of whoever casts such a spell, if the formula is correct. Are Nessa's teachings not exact then? Dejected, she looks outside the window. They have been fruitless. Oh. What could the reason be, or I can see you're frustrated by it. Both. I can see you're frustrated by it. That is an understatement. I was naive in thinking that I could easily forget what I have enforced and perfected for years. Nessa claims that unless I am willing to make myself a blank slate and start anew, without the preconceptions I learned in the halls, I will never learn the magic of the Abyss. Her eyes lock with yours, defiant, almost fiery. Nessa is wrong. Interesting. That's harsh, don't you think? Let her elaborate. How so? Should you really be saying that? I don't care much about Nessa, so I'm not gonna, fight for her. Let her elaborate. What I need is to feel the presence of the Abyss. Her eyes, sharp like those of a hawk, pierce right through you. Through you. She is asking for your blood, just like Nessa did. Help her or refuse. What did I just say? Okay, well, there is a difference in her wanting us to do what the Abyss does and herself learning this kind of magic. Like, that's her choice. I think I will help her because, yeah, that's not the same Again, I don't know if she really wants to do exactly what the Abyss is telling us. So it's not quite the same. Oh, I'll help her for now.
By now, you should know that your wishes and mine are one and the same.
I hope you're right.
My friend.
Her hand slides into her belt. She produces a small dagger in an exquisite golden sheath. Eagerly, she flicks the blade over her palm, and a red line appears on it, dotted by crimson droplets. She hands you the jeweled handle, and you grace your hand too. When your wound touches hers, she closes her eyes and squeezes your hand. What powers are you bestowing upon her? What gifts will your blood awaken in her?
I can't feel anything.
Bummer.
You can't? How can that be?
Instead of sizzling with energy, the shadows in the room are inert. Mirane keeps your thoughts on a tight leash, dignified and poised like she always strives to be, but the Abyss has no use for her performance. In keeping her mind blank, she is refusing despair, pain, pleasure, breeding grounds for the Abyss to take root in her.
What is it that you are afraid of?
Your words instill doubt in her. Her mask cracks. The shadows around you come to life and take the plumed shapes of 1,000 little flames. You're terrified of fire, aren't you? Oda gently coax out the answer. I mean, we've seen her react to what the fire in the city did, so that's kind of an easy guess. And I guess if she wants... if we do want a reaction for the Abyss to be interested in her, then being direct might be better. But then again, gentle is a good way to go, so I'm gonna try that.
You can tell me.
I fear being irrelevant. Forgotten.
That is not what gives you nightmares.
The shadows all around you surge in an inferno.
What is it that terrifies you?
Her eyes glisten with tears.
Fire!
Time stops. You're not Livera anymore. You see fragments, feel details, but the whole escapes you. Roaring flames scorch your face. Amid the blaze, a figure is being swallowed by the inferno.
Sahila! Sahila! Sahila!
The voices around you yell, Sahila, Sahila, your name. The fire consumes all. The voices wane. When you come back to yourself, you're on the floor, cradling Mirane in your arms, much like she was held as the fire was raging. Sobs shake her frame. It's alright, I'm here with you. Your name is Sahila. Who was that in the fire? Rub her shoulder in silence. I mean, with the name thing is kind of important maybe, but I think this one is more it for the situation.
It's all right. I'm here with you.
Was that... Did I didn't...
She can't bring herself to say what her mind makes of that garbled vision.
The day after, I entered the halls.
It takes time for her tears to stop flowing. Once her eyes are dry, Mirane raises her sliced palm.
Now I know what the Abyss feels like.
How is it?
Bottomless, ravenous, ever devouring, and yet soft and gentle in the touch of its envoy.
She digs her thumb into the wound, reopening it, and smears the blood on her eyelids like Nessa did.
Now I can see you. Creature of blood and flames. How can you appear so ferocious and yet be so kind?
She cups your face lightly.
I am blessed with calling you my friend.
She looks into your eyes as if she's enraptured by a stupor. To peer closer into your eyes, she presses herself against you, makes you feel the silk touch of her body, but you shake your head.
We should stand.
She is not herself. Yeah, I was about to say, that's not like the romantic thing that some might think.
Enough!
You rein back the shadows, staining her soul with the mark of the abyss. Suddenly, Mirane becomes aware of her surroundings, of the fact that she is sprawled on the floor and on you, with her elbow on your hip. She stands quickly and begins smoothing the creases in her dress, wiping the blood off her eyes.
To think you would see me in such a state.
She helps you stand, but her grip is weak and her hands are trembling.
You're not feeling well. Sit down, take a moment to breathe.
You are very kind. Yes, I should be wise and calm my nerves and retire to my quarters.
You only need a look to see right through her.
But that's not what you are going to do.
Now that I know what the abyss feels like, I cannot wait to have Nessa teach me how to harness it.
At least stay for a tisane.
You have never seen her so disheveled.
Thank you, my friend. I will do just that.
Okay. I do feel a little silly after my whole intro speech and then giving her that power. But I don't know. Again, it's not the same as her, as us disagreeing over how to use the powers. You know? We'll see. Sitting at your counter in the temple makes your mind wander. Why is Nessa taking so long? Look who came to visit. Brother Mattia and Lapo walk over. Their friendship seems unlikely, even after seeing them next to each other. What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be in the Hinterlands by now, looking at what's killing them? I am waiting for Nessa. Lapo turns towards Brother Mattia to explain. She's the apothecary I told you about, one that's taking her sweet time. You can't judge the workings of herbs. Bah. It's strange to see you here, or how is the peasant we helped faring? Yeah, how is the peasant we helped faring? I sent him back home on horseback with some of Nessa's theriac in his pocket. When? The day after you brought him in. I couldn't afford to feed him, and I'm not fond of skipping meals like someone I know. The rider told me that he survived the journey and that his wife helped him inside. I hope what we did was enough to make him survive. Do you think he will make it? So it all depends on him now. That poor family has been through a lot. Do you think he will make it? Nessa left him with enough medicine to last him a night. He'll survive until then. The rest is up to him. You have things to do. I'll leave you to them. He turns on his heels and Brother Mattia follows him. Get in touch with me if anything happens. I will. The rest of the day is unremarkable. When you're sealing the ink bottles and cleaning the tips of the quills, someone approaches your table. It's Silas, light on her feet and with a half-bitten apple in her hand. You have no idea how happy I am to see you here. Where else would I be? Playing with blood with a miss. Glad that's not the case. Oh, how wrong she is. She looks in exceptionally high spirits. I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah. How have you been? Like shite, to be fair. I had some really vivid nightmares after working at the harbour that made me feel exhausted in the morning. I have been trying to avoid the place. A radiant grin makes her cheeks rosier as she takes out a string of jingling coins from her pockets. I thought the money from bodyguarding would have run dry by now, but I'm still getting paid. How about we put it to good use and go to the road to celebrate? Let me put everything away first. You roll up the unused paper and store it in the desk's drawers. It's running low. Silas leans over the counter and bites into the apple. Has the miss kept in touch? You could say that, or what do you think? Let's be straightforward. You could say that. As soon as the desk is clear, Silas pulls you out of the temple. Let's go. Okay, so not really talking about her. That's fine. The rose is always the same, hazy with the smell of smoked meat and wine. Sitting languidly on a sofa, Alfion is strumming on his lute, alone, for once. Silas walks to the counter with a spring in her step. Oh, you again. I'm here to pay my tab. I'll believe it after I see it. She drops a handful of shiny coins on the counter. Annoyed, the innkeeper begins to collect them. Slowly his scowl turns into a smile. Well, I'll be. He'll be generous enough to offer us some wine. On the house? Water. Good enough for me. And some little oranges. Once the food arrives, Silas throws herself on it like a starving woman. I haven't eaten this good in a while. Don't talk while chewing, or don't say anything. Silas will be Silas, so Did you know that the sailors have come up with their own way to ward the nightmares off? You need an egg, some vinegar, and a golden ring. How can those things help? Between the mellow music and the rich flavors of the soft fried rice she calls little oranges, the time to part ways comes quickly. Okay. Silas insists on escorting you to the gates of the refrain. Time flies. Sure does. Will you be alright on your own? It's quite late. I will. I know these streets like the back of my hand. Oh. Take her hand or wish her a good night. Interesting. I didn't know that the romance options were so clear here. I was about to say, about to wonder if maybe the scene would have been longer if we had previously tried to romance her more. I mean, again, I'm not 100% decided, but I don't think we're a match. Not in this run-through. So, I'm going to wish her a good night. Sorry for all the Silas fans. Nighty-night. A stern knock on your door is followed by a slip of paper sliding underneath it. Thank you. You crouch to look at the note. It bears Marane's handwriting, but her usual affectations are missing. Oh, also, before I was kind of wondering if we already locked in on the Marane route, but apparently not. And again, this game is also, like, you can also finish it without romancing anyone, so yeah. Nessa knows what's causing death by blood. It's the water. Come to the shop first thing, M. The black substance that coats their insides comes from the water. You take your cloak from the door and head out. On your way to the apothecary shop, you see two familiar faces. Rivera! Good morning. Despite Silas' dislike for Nessa, I could not exclude her today. Silas mumbled something under her breath, something that sounds awfully like thanks. Interesting. Yeah, does it really make sense to have Silas here? Well, if it's about the death by blood, then I guess. When you arrive at her shop, Nessa is already busy chopping herbs with a half-moon knife. You came. There are several glass vials strewn on the working table. Some of them contain an ink-like liquid, others are filled with something clear as water. What did you learn about the residue, or what do you need us to do? I want to know what you learned. It's water-soluble. Silas looks at you. That means it dissolves in water. It does not, however, dissolve in phlegm. I don't know how to pronounce this, phlegm. Which explains why it coats their inside. Look. She turns the vial upside down. What you thought was liquid is instead solid and stuck. What happens if you shake it? Nessa gives the bottle a good shake, but it still doesn't make the contents loose. If it cannot dissolve, it solidifies, much like cement. The peasants have something like that inside them? Lady of Dawn ate them. Are they not purifying their water? Boiling doesn't work for this substance. Do you remember the man you helped? The one with the small child? You nod. I pray he's still alive. She hands you a silver case. If he made it, here's some theriac. You need to ask him from which wells he drank. Aren't they all poisoned? Not all of them, no. And according to Nessa, there are countless of them. We can do that. May you be successful in your endeavor, O envoy. Thank you. We'll try. Carolisi comes alive as the sun rises in the sky. One of the arteries of the city sees a sizable yet quiet crowd. Young and old alike watch an artist perched atop a ladder in awe. Brush at hand, he's retouching the old fresco on a wall. A note sent to Lord Lagrande. Gualtiero, dearest, when you sold me the apartments by the gates, did you not promise me you would see to the maintenance of the frescoes? They have become unsightly, and it seems I must take matters into my own hands. Your sister dearest. Okay. Sorry, need to pass, sorry. The fresco depicts the Lady of the Prime with a cornucopia filled with wheat, olives and flowers. Were we not in a hurry, I would have liked to join the crowd. You like to watch paint dry? Once you pass the congestion, the streets are clear until you reach the gates. Several guards keep their halberds upright, a threat if you ever saw one. What now? A man with a straw hat sits on the ground, looking resigned, while a couple of guards empty his wagon. This is just what we needed. One of the guards approaches you, weapon in hand. I'm surprised that not only do these, smaller NPCs like the guards get full-on sprites, but also different ones. I'm sure we saw at least one other different guard before, right? It's really nice. Morning. Apologies for the hold-up. This shouldn't take. She eyes your group with wariness. Oh, sorry. Behind her, more guards open crates and sift through their contents. What are you looking for? Don't say anything. Do we want to use our powers? I mean, why not, right? What are you looking for? The power in your words makes her stagger. You look like respectable folk. No harm in letting you know. Silas coughs to mask her chortle. Someone's been smuggling seeds to the Hinterlands. Smuggling seeds? Persimmons are a delicacy reserved for the Citadel only. If they started growing persimmons in the Hinterlands, it'd become a peasant's fruit. Oh no, can't have that. And what is wrong about that? Before she can answer, your thrall is broken. Disoriented, she leans on her halberd for support. Another good look at your group, at you, fashioned like a merchant, and at the blue silks of Marane, is all the guard needs. You are free to pass. She tips a feathered hat and lets you walk past the wagon. The houses outside of the city walls don't look nearly as sturdy as the ones inside. Gardens and patches of trees gradually become more frequent, then morph into fields that stretch over the hills. The grapes that populate the vineyards are still young and sour. While they mature, the peasants tend to patches of leafy greens of fruit trees amid the chirps of birds and the buzz of insects. The dirt path you followed last time leads you to the tiny settlement at the foot of a hill. The blinds of the peasant's house are open. Who wants to do the honors? Knock on the door, let Silas knock, let Marane knock. I guess we started this whole affair, so I'll knock. You hear a yelp followed by the pitter-patter of feet. Who goes there? The child's voice sounds almost hopeful. Do you remember us? We helped your father some days ago. What's the squirt's name again? The door opens properly. It's Miché. Ma said I shouldn't let anyone in. She's right. There are plenty of bad people around. Marane clicks her tongue. We just want to talk. We can come back once she's here. We're not bad people, let us in. Anyone can say that. We can speak through the door if it makes you feel safer. I mean, you might not have the time. We don't have to go in, at least. We just want to talk. We brought more theriac for your pa. Miché hesitates for a second, then fully opens the door. Thank you. The inside of the house has seen better days. Mud cakes the floor, and everything seems covered in a layer of dust. Miché scuttles back to grab a broom too big for him. He didn't have a limp the last time you saw him, but he drags his foot now. Pa's upstairs. I believe you should come with us. Why? You're the acting head of the house, aren't you? Ma is. Your ma's not here, and as the second in command, you're the one in charge until she returns. Judging from the state of the house, his mother has not been home for some days already. I guess you're right. He drops the broom on the ground and jogs towards the stairs. The wind makes him slow down. Over here. The upstairs is marginally cleaner, save for some straw by the bed. The smell, however... Who made the pillow explode? A ripped pillowcase has been kicked by the foot of the bed, still half filled with straw. A figure tosses and turns under the thin bed sheets. Okay, that's a relief. For a moment I thought with the smell we had a dead body here. Is that your father? For once, Silas doesn't bicker about being ignored. The peasant you helped tosses again, twisting the soaked bed sheets. A piece of straw scratching his neck and makes him turn again. His eyes are open, but he does not seem conscious. You spot glass shards by the foot of the bed. A dead fly is floating in the water carafe on the bedstand. It's in this wretched place that you feel something inside you bloom. The abyss is here, leaving its mark in the father's delirium, in the filth on the floor, and the tears Miché tries to contain. It hurts. You feel as if the roots of a flower are carving their way through your heart. Livera? The shadows crawl closer to you, strain themselves to comfort you with their touch. Nessa left you with some theriac for a reason. You scrape some of it from the case and drop it into the farmer's gasping mouth. Assist the child in despair, aid the delirious man, or find the mother who fled. What kind of choice is that? The mother who fled. Are we sure she fled? A lot could have happened to her. I feel sorry for the child, but I think the man is kind of the priority right now. Oh, we can't. Oh, I don't have that option. I think I'm not powerful enough. Assisting the child is not, it's not with our power, so it's just the human way, I guess, of find the mother. Does it? Of course it matters, okay, that she's not here, but would that help? That's what I'm wondering. Does it help if we find the mother now? Right, I remember that when we brought back the man, that she wasn't really all that sympathetic. Yeah, if we can't help the man right now, let's help the child. Amid the filth and the squalor, a glimmer of hope remains. The child that perseveres despite being too young, too small to handle the horrors around him. And by the way, not sure if it's Michi or Miki. Is it Miki, maybe? No idea. Miki, why don't you tell us what needs to be done around the house? We will help. We can try. The breeches of Miki's father are soiled. The animals fighting in their pens need to be pacified with food long overdue. Between those tasks and the state the house is in, you will be busy for hours. I was expecting more complaints from the miss. Mirane makes a face whenever her dress gets a spot, but she does not voice her displeasure. Unable to use magic outside of the city walls, she has taken up a rag and is cleaning the windows. You have been the only one to complain so far, Silas. You remove a splinter from your palm. Your soft hands have never seen a day of work before holding the broom on your grasp. Is the Squirtle outside? Yes, I told him to tend to the hens. Good. Where do you think Isma went? It looks like she abandoned her family or somewhere from which she can return. Somewhere from which she can return. That's a weird phrase. So I guess that she did abandon the family, but would this imply that we still have hope for her? That she can come back? That she will come back? We don't want to force her, do we? Like, it's shitty. It's shitty to leave your family like that, especially a child. But, yeah, well, can't force people to keep in those situations. Somewhere from which he can return. I'm kind of curious what this answer will bring us, so. How optimistic of you. Yeah, that's what I thought it might be. You work together to make Mikei's home look like it used to. Through your work, you unravel small bits about the family, initials stitched on napkins, a wooden spoon with the handle carved to resemble a bunch of grapes. The shadows cling thickly to those objects, bemoaning the past. It's clean. The boy limps inside with fresh dirt on his knees and shoes. Keep it clean by wiping your feet first. Fine. Pa didn't wake up, did he? He only regained consciousness to take a sip of water. The boy's shoulders sag. He looks lost, a stranger in his own house. You pat one of the mismatched chairs by the dining table. Come, sit with us. I need to check on Pa. Let us go together then. The child nods and heads upstairs. It breaks my heart a little. How could his mother just leave like that? Should we alert a temple, or is there more we can do? Yeah, the temples could help, right? Or is there something else we can do? I mean, we cannot just keep coming here and helping. I don't think that's feasible. Should we alert a temple? I don't think they would send someone here. It's too far away. Yeah. It's less than an hour's walk. It's time not used to help someone from the city. Footsteps announce the descent of Mickey and Marani. He is still feverish. The two take a seat by the dining table. Has his condition improved?
Yeah, he's not screaming anymore.
He was screaming? The child nods silently. His eyes are wide open, fixated on an invisible point in front of him. You don't know if you can save his father, but one thing is certain. Mickey will be lost unless you do something about it. Your mother, do you truly not know where she is? Is there a shrine or a temple nearby that could assist you, or did no neighbors check on you? I mean, he probably doesn't know where the mother is. Or maybe he has a hunch. Maybe then... Because if before it was an option to look for her, maybe it is still a possibility. Shrine or temple nearby. Maybe... I guess all of these would be a good starting point. Try something. Maybe let's try to be optimistic and ask for the mother. Your mother, do you truly not know where she is? Tears swell in his eyes and spill out once he shakes his head. At least you still have your pa. Silas pats him on the shoulder and he retracts as if burned. After a moment of silence, Mickey squeezes his eyes as hard as he can.
I wish he hadn't jested about that.
Jested about what?
About dying.
Everybody does that, Squirt, because they never expect it to be true.
But he did. The patron lord told him. He told him that if he left to make Ma happy, he'd be as good as dead to him.
The patron lord?
From House Rizzo.
The lands of House Rizzo are the most afflicted by death by blood. For him to make such a comment, was the timing simply unfortunate? Was he jesting, or is there something more to it?
Pa stopped working for a couple of days for Ma's birthday. She wanted new bedding and a spoon with her initials and...
How does your pa know the patron lord?
He works under him.
But the lands of House Rizzo are a day from here.
It's less than 2 hours on horseback.
A coughing sound from upstairs makes Mickey jump out of his chair to limp to the second floor. Is there any point in us waiting for his ma to come back? Perhaps if she left to work the fields, or... probably not. She won't come back. Man... I like to be optimistic, but it really looks bad, doesn't it? I mean, us waiting, no, but... I think we should rather take action and search help elsewhere, but also... Maybe... I mean, that is the thing. If the father is sick and they still need to have some kind of income, then maybe, yes, the mother did go to work, but then she would have told the son, you'd think? Are we trying... Should we try to be like... baselessly be positive? But probably not. If she's been gone for several days, then probably not. Pains me, but yeah, before we waste more time here, she won't come back. I have no doubts about that. It is much easier to flee than to face the consequences of one's own actions. I can't wrap my head around it. The squirt was lucky Nessa fixed his paw, or we would have an orphan on our hands. True. Well, he's already one. He just doesn't know it yet. Mikhail peeks from the staircase.
I think it's time for Pa to get some more medicine.
I'm coming upstairs then. Silas looks at the ceiling, where the peasant's bed is, and mutters a prayer to the Lady of Dusk. I don't think he's going to make it through the night. She bites on the inside of her cheek. You saw the state he was in, with the soiled breeches, and that's no way to die for a good man like him. But he looks better now. A bit more groomed, clean, just like in the Last Supper. A ceremony to welcome death with dignity and at one's own terms. Yeah, we've seen that before, right? Is it not the same entry as before? Ooh. The beloved of Dusk is given a bath and is dressed in their best clothes by her priests, who oversee one last feast for friends and family. At the end, when the last spoon is laid on the table, tears are shed and last goodbyes whispered. The beloved of Dusk is taken to a comfortable bed and given a tisane with a pungent smell. It's then that the Lady of Dusk descends from the heavens to hold their hand and return with them. Have you ever heard of it? Well, when someone knows they're going to die, they dress nicely, have dinner with their family, then go to the Temple of Dusk. There, the lady delivers them, without pain, without fear. You're saying that, instead of making him suffer, we can give him the rest of the Theriac, so he'll feel no pain, and let Dusk take him in his sleep. Except there is no Dusk, only the darkness that coils around your wrists and curls around your fingers. I can't, I won't, no, or I'll take care of it. Seriously? You're making us do that choice. Like, it's one thing if the person affected, the person about to die, is making that request and asking for active help, okay? Like help in passing on. That's something else entirely. Like, then maybe we can help. But for us deciding that? I don't know, I don't like that. We're not even family. You know, again, if it's a person themselves, or maybe if the wife was here and she was asking us to do it. Completely different topic, but us? I don't know. I don't like it. Can't, I won't, no. And I also get what Silas is saying, like not making him suffer if we're already sure that he's going to die. But again, like, that's not our choice to make. I'll take care of it, I don't know. I don't know. No. I'm sorry, I can't. We can also just be there for the squirt when his pa passes by himself. We would have done that anyway, no? We're spending the night, I assume. Yeah. Hey, Miguel, how much do you like your neighbors? He peeks from the staircase.
I don't.
Nice. Dinner will be on them. Without any embers, starting a fire in the hearth is an ordeal, even with Silas' tinderbox. Mirani is particularly frustrated by it. It would be so easy for her, were she not outside the city walls. You eat your dinner upstairs. Mikhail tries to feed his father, but he is too feverish to accept anything. Night falls.
I am not going to sleep.
You've been yawning for an hour straight. You're not going to stay up all night.
But I need to, Someone needs to give him his medicine.
We will take turns watching over him and administering the Theriac if he's not feeling well.
All right.
Livera, I will wake you up when I can't keep my eyes open any longer. A hand gently shakes your shoulder. Mickey fell asleep some hours ago. His father is still breathing. Do you mind? A wheeze startles you both. It's choked and desperate. Where is the Theriac?
What was that?
Mickey falls back asleep almost immediately. That's for the best. When you approach his father's bed, the sheets are soaked. Through his chattering teeth, a chant comes out, broken and faint. He's calling out for his mother. No matter how much Theriac you put in his mouth, he is in pain, he is conscious, and he is afraid. His soul leaves, and for a moment you think it looks at you, nameless. Something germinates in your mind like a flower fighting the soil. Egregorio, his name. All his memories, all that he ever filled, spills out from him and falls into darkness. Your arm reaches out, but he is already gone. He is in the darkness that blankets the room, in the sweat on Mickey's clenched fist, in Scylla's grim eyes. He returned not to dusk, not to the heavens, but to the embrace of the abyss. A desperate wail makes you open your eyes. It's Mickey. His screams are incoherent, strings of words choked by tears.
His funeral will be in 2 days.
Thank you for taking care of it.
The priestess told me a bit about him.
Did you know that his name was Egregorio? He was working all the way in the lands of Rizzo because he was originally from there. Moved when he married that wretch. What is going to happen to Mickey, or will anyone attend his funeral? Grim. What's going to happen to Mickey? Nothing good. I speak from experience. Marane descends the staircase with a grim expression. Would Nessa take Mickey in? She doesn't strike me as particularly motherly. That shouldn't matter. She needs an apprentice more than anything.
So she can initiate him into that cult thing she believes in?
Oh boy. Mickey is inconsolable. No matter how much you try to convince him, he does not want to leave his house. Understandable. Enough. Let Silas handle him, let Marane handle him. Ooh. I don't want to handle him, I'll be honest, especially not if the answer is enough. Oh, although it's supposed to use our powers. Oh, I don't know. Why do these decisions have to be like that? I don't know, it just feels bad using the powers on a child. I mean, this kind of situation, it's not that bad, I suppose. It's because it's a necessity. How will the two handle this? I guess I'll let Marane handle it. She has been quiet all morning. Rather than Mickey not listening to her, it's she who does not speak. Great. Silas crouches next to the child. Eternal rest grant unto him, O dusk. May perpetual light shine upon him, and may he rest in peace in the gardens of heaven. She draws a symbol in the air, the lower half of a circle. Your turn. Mickey looks at her through the tears.
Eternal rest grant unto him, O dusk.
Silas repeats the rest of the prayer with him. repeat it as well, or stay silent. Yeah, just pay our respects. Repeat it as well. The prayer is short, and after a couple of times, your voice properly joins the small chorus. Marane whispers it together with you as well.
May Pa rest in peace in the gardens of heaven.
He's already there.
Daddy's looking down on us and telling us to stop crying. Yeah.
The sun is already high in the sky when you leave Mikei's home. You see shadows move inside the houses of his neighbors, but none come out. Nessa is hunched over her work table when you see her from the window. A single look is enough for her to understand. Oh no. Mikei's little face contorts in pain. Why is he... What of his mother?
She left.
You see her eyes dart from the child to her table. We were wondering if you could take him in. You are asking a lot of me. We don't have any choice. I am giving you an apprentice. I know. Or, well, where else could he go? I mean, saying he's an apprentice would be like probably the most enticing thing to do, if we can believe Marane on that. But I also don't want to force him into that. I guess it's better than ending up on the streets or in, yeah, some fucked up system for orphans. So I think I'll go with this one. I know. Nessa leans against the table. Mikei, what do you say?
I want to go home.
I don't think you can. The alternative is to learn embroidery, but it doesn't sound like it'd be something for you. You hardly saw him sit still.
Will I be able to make theriac if I come with you?
With time. It takes years to learn how to properly treat the ingredients, how they can aid, how they can harm, and how you can use them.
But will you teach me?
I will.
And will you take me to Pa's funeral?
She nods.
Do I need to sign something? I know how to make a cross.
Nessa makes a face. I'll have to teach you how to read and write. Did you eat yet? I have some bread over there on the side table. He nods to you and walks towards the corner. Nessa takes the chance to exchange some words with you in private. What are you going to do now? No idea, but... Okay, that actually sounds better than expected, like both her attitude and him actually wanting to learn this stuff. I mean, makes sense, I guess, if he saw that it did bring some relief to his father, so maybe he can have some ambition to actually learn about medicine and help people. A visit to the lands of House Rizzo is long overdue. Mikei's father was working there. Remember what I said about the water? We'll check their wells and canals and everything. I will stay in the city and make sure Mikei attends his father's funeral. Munching on the bread, Mikei looks at the walls covered in bottles and bundles of herbs with sadness. May the shadows you cast guide you to the truth, envoy. Thank you. They will all die, prized like the donkey is, for their work, not their being. Will you let them? No, I won't, or do you know who's behind this? Will you let them? Can we? I mean, we cannot save everyone, obviously. Do you know who's behind this? Well, greed is comfortable. It is surrounded by the very blood and sweat it abhors. Why can't you ever speak plainly? You receive no answer. Yeah, that'd be boring, I guess, if it gave us all the answers. You rush through your morning rituals with a purpose and head outside. All around you, the city awakens. It grows noisy, grows hungry. Silas is late. Perhaps she stopped somewhere to get breakfast. It's unlike her. You're going to let the next bell toll, then leave, with or without her. You hope nothing happened to her. I mean, probably just got breakfast, but if it really is unlike her, and yeah, we haven't really been waiting for her, I don't think. So hopefully nothing happened to her. Hey. You're relieved to see her, however. She does not look well. Her forehead is pearly with sweat and deep circles seem to drag her eyes down. What happened? I didn't sleep too great. Did you dream of water? Yeah, I shouldn't have gone back to the harbor in the evening. The nightmares were going away, but it pays too well. She lightly slaps her cheeks to bring some color to them. I'll be fine, just a bit sluggish. You'll need to get to the bottom of these collective nightmares too. You start walking to the city gates. Okay, so that gives us a hint that basically, I mean, that was the choice we had before, right? Investigate the deaths or the nightmares. That's what I mean. It wasn't like do one or the other, but which one to do first. So I guess we'll get to that eventually. Will it really take us a day to reach the lands of House Rizzo? It'd be shorter if we managed to scrounge a ride on a wagon, but I wouldn't count on it. The guards let you pass. You wonder if they recognize you. Say, Silas, why aren't there more temples or shrines outside the city? She scratches her cheek. Good question. Have you never thought about that? Not really. What happens outside the city walls usually stays there, so... So it does not concern you? It sounds bad when you put it that way, but yes. That doesn't mean the ladies don't care. Before being ordained, priests and priestesses spend a year or two doing itinerant practice. So the countryside is serviced by apprentices. Yep, like the priestess arranging a Gregorious funeral. What does that mean? That it won't be perfect. Poor Mickey. At least they're doing a funeral. As you keep walking, the sun grows hotter on your skin. You should have brought a hat. You'll get burnt like that. How are you not slowly cooking alive under that black cloak? Let me take it off. All around you, grapevines curl around sticks planted into the ground, still small and acerbic. Slowly, the vineyards transform into barley fields dotted by orchards and small houses bunched around a barn. Every intersection is marked by stone signposts. What does that one say? 40 furlongs to the sign of the prime. That stands for Carilisi. 70 to the crest with the anchor, 20 to the one with the deer. Look at that one, all carved out. You can still see the vines of the Casteldon crest if you squint. The one with the burning branch under it belongs to House Rizzo. We still need to walk 90 furlongs to reach their lands. 90 furlongs? You make it sound bad. Is it bad? We can make it before evening. Didn't you tease Mirane once for complaining about something similar? The idea of hopping on a wagon doesn't sound so bad anymore. Didn't you tease Mirane once for complaining about something similar? Yes and no. She was complaining about the nice streets of Carolisi. Ladies aid me. Oh, I miss the cobblestones. She looks down and raises her foot. These dirt roads are doing a number on my shoes. You resume walking. Only the wells in the Lands of House Rizzo are dangerous, right? I'd kill for something to drink. Wait, you set out for a whole day of walking potentially and didn't bring anything to drink? Okay. The wells around here should be safe. Hour after hour, the shadow you cast slowly drifts to the side. You stop to eat something in a village, only to resume your track straight away. After several more hours of walking... Is that... The stone post at the side of the road is carved with a branch ablaze. Lady of Dawn, you smile upon me. We're finally here. You look around. We're in the middle of nowhere. Horse or no horse, I can't believe a Gregorio came all the way here every day. If we follow the road, we're bound to see a proper signpost. You find one a couple of minutes away, by an intersection. The closest village, Santana, is that way. It's a familiar name, one you sent several letters to back at the temple. I hope they have an inn. The first thing you notice about Santana is the sweet smell. Lamps adorn the front of many houses, and instead of being filled with oil, they contain smoking incense. As far as local traditions go, it's not the worst. Smells nice too. Santana's Inn is a 2-story building advertised with a hanging sign of a sickle. The patrons, a less eclectic bunch than the Roses, are either eating or playing dice. They throw you some furtive glances, but keep them to themselves. A comely woman with a ribbon in her hair comes to greet you. Welcome to the sickle. You're not from here, are you? We're city folk. What you doing all the way out here? You exchange a glance with Silas. We have heard that something strange is happening in the village. Those who leave die. How did you know? Why are you so calm about it? I'm safe. I don't work in the fields. Are the fields not safe? You know less than I thought you did. Tell me what happened, or maybe that's what I want you to believe. I don't like this snarky answer, considering she seems pretty open about things. And why do we have to control her with tell me what happened? Can we not just talk normally? Man. I don't really want to use my power, so I'm gonna try... Like, we're gonna find out anyway, right? So... maybe that's what I want you to believe. Sure. You talk some more with her until the conversation shifts to sleeping arrangements. The inn has a single shared room with several beds and a common bucket. Wow. You'll make do, or you don't like the idea one bit. Yeah, I don't like it, but... I don't like any of this. Man. So should we have controlled her? I thought we... Again, we'll eventually find out, I'm pretty sure. Right? Huh. Do we have other options? One night. You'll make do. Silas doesn't seem to like the idea, but the alternative is walking some more furlongs to the next village and hoping they have a better inn. We'll worry about it later. We have more important things to do now, right? The bells of the local shrine toll happily, informing you that it's late afternoon. Let's not waste precious daytime. You still have some hours of light you can use. Let's find some isolated wells and see if there's anything strange in them. Sounds like a plan. You walk to the well in the middle of the square. You don't see anything strange when you peer inside it. Silas undoes the knot that keeps the bucket up and lowers it. The water doesn't smell any different. Maybe this one has not been tampered with. Let's see if there are any wells in the fields. You survey the view. An endless field of different crops slowly baking under the sun, before stepping out of the village to look for the land's wells. Many of the peasants briefly greet you before going back to their business and exchanging whispers. We don't want to scare them, do we? To avoid raising suspicion, you walk past every well that sees activity. It takes you almost an hour to find one deserted. At last, the wet maw of the well reveals the dark pit within, humid and cold. Nothing looks out of the ordinary, but your nose isn't fooled. A flowery scent hangs in the air. Do you smell this? Something's not right. You take a pebble and drop it in the well. It takes several seconds to splash. It's deeper than I expected. Let's have a look at the other one. The same flowery smell dances in the air around the next empty well. The black coating didn't smell like anything, did it? Just like you did before, you take a pebble and drop it inside. The splash is almost instantaneous. This well is shallow. You look around some more. All the wells around Santana have that distinct flowery smell to them. The one in the village smells normal, just like the ones in the city. You are one step closer to understanding the cause of death by blood. I want to take a look inside one of the wells. I think I can reach the bottom of one of the wells. Someone must know about the scent. Let's ask around. Can't use that one. And asking would have probably been the best. I mean, depending on how open the people are. Again, kind of miffed. I'm wondering if we had used our powers on the innkeeper. I'm wondering if maybe the information she had would have been useless anyway. But oh well. So these both sound the same, but this one is force and this one is with the shadows. So I think I wanna try this one. I think I can reach the bottom of one of the wells. Right? Let's try. She squints. With magic? Ugh. Fine. That should get you out as well. Tomorrow. We'll do that tomorrow. The tavern is more lively now. The innkeeper's son jumps from table to table like a butterfly, giving an additional spoon here, an extra plate there to the travelers that come to eat with their own meals. You're back. You let the innkeeper walk to the counter and fuss over you. Perhaps she expects city folk to pay better than her regulars. Else I'm in deep trouble. You walk back to the innkeeper. Not a word about what we've said. She nods, all tense, and leaves you alone once dinner is served. What? Did we skip something there, or I don't know. After dinner, you walk upstairs to the common bedroom. Out of the 10 or so mattresses, 2 are already taken. Silas whispers to you. I'm not doing this. Not doing what? Not sleeping in there. Wouldn't be able to. I'd be on edge. But I have an idea. She points at a ladder against the wall. You want to go to the roof? Because of the incense, there should be no bugs. You can go, I'll stay here, or let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. I mean, 2 other people in that room doesn't sound too bad, but still, why not? Silas plucks a stalk of lavender from a vase on the floor and begins climbing the ladder. A fresh breeze carries the cicada's song from the fields to the rooftop. The moon bathes the endless countryside in silvery light and gives everything a gentle gleam.
Not bad, huh?
Your eyes are lost in the stars above you.
Everything feels grander when there are no buildings around you.
You know, I'm glad you're here.
You turn towards her, but she's hiding her face. Oh. Where else would I be? Tease her? Are you blushing? Or wait for her to look at you? Smile? And these are all romance options. Interesting. I do kind of want to tease her. You know, I actually kind of like that the game is open which choices are romantic. That's sometimes that cannot be so clear in some games. Huh. We're not going to be locked in, right? I don't think. Just with one romantic choice, so... Let's tease her.
What would I do without you?
I'm afraid to say I've been pretty useless so far. I only defended you once. Against that group of ruffians, remember?
That's not what I meant.
I wish I had the words to say something nice right now. Like poetry. Something about the stars and how I can see them in your eyes.
You can come closer, you know.
She leans over you, and what she said about your eyes is true for hers as well. They gleam with starlight, just like her flushed cheeks do. Just like the lip she's biting, unsure of how to proceed.
It looks like you're about to say something.
She shakes her head and then scuttles closer, enough that you can feel the warmth of her skin, then rests her head on your shoulder.
I can do this, right?
Yeah.
It feels natural to whisper, to wrap your feelings in secret words.
It's nice.
When your eyes fall on her face, you realize she's looking at you and not at the sky.
Thank you.
I'm bad at this. Bad at silence. You don't mind, I hope?
I don't.
I like your voice, or I like what you tell me. Both. In general, I do like the voice acting in this, but... I like what you tell me.
Oh, thanks. Have you noticed that some stars shine brighter than others? I think sailors use them to navigate.
They do.
And they all have weird names. Do you think there's one with my name?
Maybe. What would a sealer star look like?
I don't know. But I would like for it to be the brightest when dawn comes.
Her breath is shaky.
What would a U star look like?
She thinks for a moment, then perks up.
It'd be one of those stars that you can see during the day as well.
The description makes you smile. Silas raises the sagging lavender stalk.
I can't put this in your hair. It'd look awful. Or maybe not. You strike me as someone who'd look good in anything.
Like the cloak I wore when you found me?
I can't really say I could see you underneath all that blood caked on your face.
She covers a yawn with her hand.
Tired?
Yeah, but Can we stay like this for a bit longer?
For as long as you like.
She nuzzles into your shoulder.
Thanks.
O envoy of wicked pain, of shattering pleasure, of fierce instinct, do you see its utter darkness all around you? I do or I don't. I mean, all around you. We've seen bits and pieces. Weird choice. All around you, not quite. There's light too, so I don't. The full sun sedates the fury in their hearts, mellow, malleable, drunk on a lie, they bend their knee. They should bow to no one but you. So... okay. Okay, that's only that. I wasn't sure if maybe in the status we could also see our romance progression or something. Because I want to be sure that we're not like locked in for the romance already. Again, I'm kind of surprised that Scylla's is also the first one we're even able to have these like explicitly romantic choices with. We didn't even get her favor all that much. Like, there weren't that many options where we picked an answer where we got the Scylla's approves seal up there. So that's surprising. Guess she's just easy to romance or likes us either way, I don't know. So yeah, maybe I'll check again in the game's description if we're supposed to already lock in once we do even just one of the romantic choices, because I'm not sure I want that. Or maybe this also saves me from the choice between Mirane and Alfhion, but I don't know. Again, I'd really appreciate if you'd let me know your thoughts on this whole thing. Like, romance amidst all that we already have going on. Yeah. But yeah, that's it from me for today. Again, I would really like to know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.